Hello and welcome back to JW's Dugout. John here. Happy Thursday. And today is a special one because it is time for a giveaway. Yes, I know I've been teasing it quite a bit over the course of the last week or so, but I finally hit 100 subscribers. I'm past 100 subscribers now. I think I'm at like 112. Triple digits, which is pretty exciting. I know some people have thousands of subscribers out there. Thousands of avid followers, but you know what? I will take a little bit over 100 or so dedicated baseball card enthusiasts every single time, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So now, when I started this channel, my only real goals were to share some stories, show off pieces of my collection, and hopefully connect with people who are just as card obsessed as I am. And you know what? It worked. You guys have been awesome. Welcoming me into this, little corner of the hobby world, the vintage community, leaving comments and really proving that I'm not just talking to myself here down in the basement in my workspace. Although let's be real, sometimes I am just kind of doing that. And since I'm used to having people read my words, being a professional writer, instead of actually listening to me ramble on camera, hitting 100 subscribers to me feels extra cool. So I really appreciate it. So I figured the least that I could do here is put together a couple of giveaway packages just to serve as a thank you to you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing the camera around and I'm going to explain the giveaway and the contest and then show what you could possibly take home if you are lucky enough to be the winner. So let's do that right now. All right, guys. So here's how it works. You need to do 3 simple things to take part in this giveaway contest. Number 1, like this video. I consider that an easy win. Number 2, you need to be a public subscriber. Don't hide. I need to be able to see you. And then number 3, you need to answer one simple question, which I'll get to in a second. You can do that either down in the comments, or if you're feeling bold, you can make a video response and tag me. There's going to be 2 winners who will be picked based on how their response to that question resonates with me, or if it just makes me laugh. And I will send you a package, free of charge, no strings attached. Just a genuine thank you for all the support of my channel. So the giveaway is going to start today, September 18th, and it's going to run for 2 weeks until October 2nd. After that, what I'll do is I'll announce the winners in a recap video. And so with that, let's get into first, before I pose the question, let's talk about what you can win. Let's talk about the prizes. All right, so split it up into 2 packages. I tried to make it as fair and complete as possible, and we'll just run through these real quick. So this is package 1. We're going to start off with a Rick Ferrell Hall of Famer autograph on his Hall of Fame plaque postcard. The Boston Red Sox great. So I really wanted both of these packages to represent my collecting style and to get you guys interested in some of the avenues that I go down. Okay, so also in package number 1, and I showed this off in a previous video because I picked it up at the Culture Collision trade show, is the 1962 Topps All-Star Orlando Cepeda in a SGC3 slab. So I won't go too in depth on these cards. We just want to show you what we're working with here. Let's flip this one around, put this up here. All right, we also have a pickup at the Culture Collision show, the 1957 Topps Ted Kluszewski. And again, in both of these packages, I wanted to represent a card that is included on the 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century. The famous Mike Payne list. And I think this one's a beautiful example. The corners are excellent on this. It's not very well centered, but still a great card. All right, and what would a giveaway package be without some representation from my Atlanta Braves and 2 of my biggest PCs, which is Chipper Jones and Fred McGriff. So the first one is, actually, let's hold off on that real quick. We're going to switch some things around. this one right here. This is the Top Prospects Chipper Jones, 1993 Topps. It has Chipper, another former major leaguer, Benji Gill, played for the Rangers. So there's that one there. We also have the 1994 Topps Coming Attractions, Chipper Jones and Ryan Klesko. Gotta love that card there. So a little bit of low-end prospect rookie cards. And then also, what would a giveaway be without a representation from Mr. Dick Perez? And this is a Fred McGriff Donruss Diamond Kings from 1988. So that's the first package. Again, not anything overwhelming, but you have a Hall of Fame autograph, a Hall of Fame slab, a card that is on the 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century list, and some representation from my Braves. So this is package number 1. All right, let's go into package number 2. And I'll list all this in the YouTube description as well. Package number 2 is gonna, well, as I'm dropping things here, package number 2 is gonna start with yet another autograph. And that is more of a modern card, but a Hall of Famer. This 2005 Playoff Absolute Memorabilia Marks of Fame, Paul Molitor. It's a jersey auto, game used jersey with a great auto of Paul Molitor. And it is numbered 12 of 50. This was actually pack pulled way back in the day by me. So I've had this card for a very long time, but I definitely wanted to include a Hall of Fame auto in each package. So we'll put Mr. Molitor right there. All right, we also have a little bit more vintage, and that is the 1969 Topps Hank Aaron, because I've got to have Hank Aaron represented somewhere here as well. Now, I did actually just pick up this card in a graded version of this card, so it made my decision a little bit easier as far as parting with it, but this is a great card. I love the 69 design, very clean look. And you've got some representation from the hammer in there. All right, you did see one of the cards. I kind of gave it away a little bit, and that is this one here, the 1991 Topps Chipper Jones. Reason why I wanted to include this one in the second package is because this is also part of the 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century. Beautiful image of Chipper. We'll put him here. We also have this 1992 Upper Deck Chipper Jones Star Rookie card that we're going to add to the package. And then we are also going to add this one here, the 1995 Leaf Limited Lumberjacks Fred McGriff. I love this card. I love this insert set. These are actually numbered out of 5,000. And Leaf Limited, I guess you would consider it a semi-high-end product for the time in 1995. These came in, I think the odds were a little bit over 1 in every hobby box. So it wasn't exactly an easy pull. They are made with a wood grain material, kind of first of its kind. A great shot of Fred McGriff of the Crime Dog. And yeah, I love this card. So I thought this would be a nice way to thank you guys. And not bad, right? I mean, free is free, right? You can't complain with that. Okay, so now at the risk of making this video too long, I really want to keep this video under 10 minutes. Here's the question you need to answer to be part of the giveaway. And again, I'm going to leave this in the video description. The question is, what's your earliest memory of going to a card show or a card shop? Okay? Paint me a picture. Who were you with? What did you pick up? What did it smell like? Because let's be honest, every card shop, every show has a smell. For me, it was like a mix of cardboard and dust. For other people, maybe it's, I don't know, the smell of Slim Jims or something like that. I guess it depends where you are. But, you know, I'm a storyteller. I love nothing more than stories. So really consider this your chance to shine. And you know what? I'll go first. I'll give you my earliest memory. My earliest memory of a card show was with my grandfather. And I was about 7 years old, and it was shortly before he passed away. I was obviously grew up in New York. My grandparents have retired down to South Carolina. That's partly why I'm a huge Atlanta Braves fan, along with TBS. And my grandfather came to visit, and he was the one who taught me absolutely everything about baseball. He was my best friend. He taught me about the names, the history, the strategy, everything that goes along with this great sport. Heck, when I was 5 years old, I could recite the entire 25-man roster of the 93 Braves, and he was honestly stunned. I can remember the moment that I did that, and he's like, how the heck do you remember all that? Anyways, our first show wasn't a huge show. It wasn't a mall show or anything like that. It was a show that was maybe 30 or 40 tables, and it was in a bowling alley, and it was in a side party room that our local bowling alley had. I bowled in a kids league. I bowled actually quite extensively, along with playing baseball throughout, elementary school, middle school, high school. I also bowled up until I think that the tail end of middle school. My family is a big bowling family. Actually, my step grandfather bowled a little bit in the PBA way back in the day. He's since passed away, unfortunately. But anyways, I remember the show vividly with Grandpa Bill. I remember packs of 1994 Topps and Collector's Choice, shiny Fleer Ultras and Finest kind of teasing me from the tables, and the energy of collectors buzzing around. I just remember being in awe of all the cards in one room. I'd never seen so much in one room. The passionate collectors, and it was really the height of the junk wax era, but I didn't care because I was just in it for, the names and the faces on the cards. And we ended up leaving with a pack of 1994 Topps, and then my grandfather actually Grandpa Bill surprised me with something that I've kept my entire life. I was 7 years old. My grandfather passed away when I was 9. And it hit me hard. I mean, he was my best friend, and again, he's the one who introduced me to baseball. I named my son after him. My son William is named after Grandpa Bill. I've since purchased him meaning my grandfather, a brick at Truist Park in his dedication when the Braves won the World Series in 2021. Just a very, very important person in my life. And he surprised me with this box that I've kept my entire life, and I've kept it intact, and there's nothing in here. It's just an empty box, but he purchased me a box of 1994 Topps Archives. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was the anniversary of the 1954 set. And lo and behold, whatever 94 was, decades ago, I am a vintage collector through and through. And this is really, I would say, what started the whole thing for me on the vintage side of things. If you remember the 1994 archive set, it was a reproduction of 54 with different color schemes and different players who weren't included, but kept intact the full set. And this is the Hank Aaron that I pulled from this box, and the Eddie Matthews. I still have a few others floating around here, and it's something that will always be with me. It will always stick with me. And really, that experience just served as an essential springboard for my love for the hobby and for baseball. And it's stories like that I love to hear from other collectors and other people in the community. So now it's your turn. I want to hear your story. Go ahead and share it again in the comment section or respond through video. And I can't wait to read or watch them. And again, I'll put all the details for the contest in the video description. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. But you essentially have just about 2 weeks to respond, and I'll pick the winners based on the comments and the stories that best resonate with me, and you'll have a little fun. You'll get some free cards, and we'll share some stories. So thanks as always for watching, guys, and stopping by the dugout. You know what to do. You got to give the video a like. You got to subscribe. You got to drop a comment, record your video. Let me know what you think about my story as well. So stay tuned for more content this week, and I will catch you guys next time. Appreciate it as always.